Good morning, guys. So we just finished up milking. We haven't let the cows outside just yet because we've got to put a couple bales outside for them out on the pad. It's a gorgeous day. The humidity is gone. It's just beautiful. It's supposed to be in the mid 70s, I think, to close to 80. We couldn't pick these bales up with a skid steer, so we're gonna take them out with the grabbers and the Kubota, which means we're gonna go all the way down back and open up the gate to put them out on the pad because the Kubota obviously doesn't fit through the freestall. So I'm just giving Brent a minute to finish up washing the machines before we head down back there and do that. Then we can let the girls out and they can go enjoy this beautiful day. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in Central Maine. I make videos about that. It's me and my boss, Brent. We milk 70 cows in a tie stall barn. It's just him and I. His brother helps out when he can, doing field work and stuff. But for the most part, it's just us. We really love what we're doing and we love taking you guys along with us. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button because that does help us out. You ready? He's got to hook the hoses up on the Kubota. Just put the grabbers on. Oh, by the way, the mowing machine is actually gone. So the mechanic came and picked it up this morning because he has to take it back. There's something on it that he needs to weld in order to get everything taken apart. So he's got that. He just took that about an hour and a half ago. So hopefully by the time you guys see the next video, we will have that back and all fixed and out in the field doing something. Of course, you got to pet a cow while you're waiting. Georgia. Hi. You pretty girl? You're getting gray hairs on your face. You're getting old. Yeah, oh, thank you. That's nice. Look at that. A little present. And she said, rub my neck. That's what I want. There. How's that? That feels good, huh? Nice day.
Very nice.
He's gonna go get that other bale and bring that up here, put that in the feeder too. And I'm just waiting for him. They haven't made too much of a mess of the pad yet. It's been 3 days since we cleaned it off. So considering it's still pretty clean. The pasture is actually growing back a little bit from that rain that we had. You can see that field up there is actually growing back where we cut it and didn't finish the whole thing. So it's gonna look a little funny now, but as long as we get the mowing machine back, I'll be happy. I hate to say it, but today reminds me of fall. It's warm, but the breeze is cool, and it's just got that, I don't know, crisp pre-fall air going on. Hey, look. It looks like a morning glory. Pretty. If you guys haven't seen it before, I'll take you over and show you. I'm not really sure how many years ago this pad was designed, but probably, gosh, I would imagine like 15, 20 years ago now. So it slopes, all of it slopes downward and angled toward this corner right here, obviously. And then you've got these series of holes. There's quite a few. It goes from this spot right here is the first one, and then all the way down to that corner. It's got PVC pipe in the holes, and then it's supposed to drain out onto this little concrete footing and then drain out into that leach field there We have it fenced off, but they told us when they did this to let the cows in there every once in a while to keep the weeds down. That way it keeps draining like it should. But the whole thing has this high tensile wire around it. It has 6 strands? Yeah, 6 strands of high tensile wire with these nice 1-inch fiberglass poles, which those are the best. If you can get those things in the ground around here, like they're all around that edge over there. We used a hammer drill to do a couple of the ones that we have around here. But if you can get those things down in the ground somewhere, you won't get them out. They are just really, really nice for fence poles. We've got the bale trailer on behind us. Brenda's headed over with the Kubota already. I did want to mention to you guys that we have kind of an unusual thing happening around here. So somebody right around locally lost an emu. So that's fun. Usually it's stray cows you got to look out for, but now it's apparently giant birds. This field is growing back. Guess he wants us to turn around. I think there's only 8 of them here. Kind of a shame to drive through this field, but it'll bounce back.
play there.
Okay. Four-wheel drive, get out of here. Look at that, guys. It's only 69. Feels so good. Here I am wearing a sweatshirt. I've turned into a wuss. I think a sweatshirt and shorts is just Maynard attire. You got something to keep you warm and something to keep you cool. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Corn looks a little yellow. Looks like some of the cows went out to pasture, but some of them are up eating. So he wants us to park it over here in front of the planter. Not run over the planter arm, that would be really bad. There. So it is the next day, guys. We've got the baler up here. Since we have nothing else to do today, we're going to be working on a little bit of maintenance. Sorry for all the noise. Brent's mowing his lawn out here. So he's just doing the equipment lawn. He's moved everything. You can see where we had some equipment. The tedder was over there and the baler was over there. So he's gonna mow that and make that look a little bit better. I've got the baler up here. I've just done I've gone all over it. You can see there's a mess underneath it, and pulled out all the chaff from the back. I got it out from the door. It sticks underneath there. I cleaned all that out. I did lock the door when I was under there. I unlocked it already just to make sure I didn't forget about it. But I got all that, and I just went over with my hands and took all the big chunks of hay out and grease and stuff. One scary thing happened when I was doing all this. This snake just like fell from up there, and he was alive, but I think he is still alive. I accidentally stabbed him with this, I think, when I was scraping it out. And so I don't think he's well. But he like fell on my arm, and I just didn't pay attention because I thought it was hay. Then it started wiggling around, and I was like, that's not hay, that's a snake. So I think I hurt him, which makes me feel kind of bad, but not too bad because snakes freak me out. Someday he'll be a big snake. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I'm just gonna leave him there for now. I have to go plug in the air compressor, and I gotta find the nozzle that goes on the end of that sprays out. We have a trigger nozzle now. Shuts the air off when you're not using it rather than just keeps blowing air no matter what. So we have one of those over there. I'll put that on and let the compressor build up some pressure, and then we'll blow everything all out. So the reason that we do this is because when you do first crop, there's not quite as much chaff as second crop. And now there's an airplane. Okay, well, we like to clean it out in between crops. All of that hay can just keep these self greasers. It just has these little grease points on it that have a little brush, and when the roller rolls off around it, oh geez, I forgot there was a snake there for a second. Ugh, scared me again. When it runs along, that just brushes up against it and oils the chain as it's going. All that chaff can keep it from doing that. It can also keep the sensors from doing their job. Sometimes the tailgate sensors will get plugged with a bunch of hay and it won't sense that the latch is closed, or it will sense that it's closed, but it's not. Sometimes the net knife trigger will go off when it's not supposed to because it's covered in chaff. So cleaning that all out just eliminates problems like that. And also all of that is obviously just a huge fire hazard, so you want to get that out of there when you can. So we like to do that at the end of every season before we put the baler away. And we also like to do that in the middle of the season when we're switching crops. Right now we have beautiful weather but no mowing machine, so there's no better time to work on equipment than this. We're gonna grease this up after we're finished with that because it does need to be greased. I think it has enough oil in the oiler, so we're not gonna be worried about that right now. Yeah, it's about a little less than half full. See right there. That is just the reservoir for the greasers. I believe you can put pretty much any light oil in there will do the job, so let's get going. This is usually a really fun job because it's always windy when I do this. I think it's got to be some sort of rule. Here's our little grip here, still in its package. I'm also charging the battery for the grease gun. I think it's all charged. The light went out, so it must be all charged. So we got that there. It's got a new grease cartridge in it, so that's all good to go. We just have to figure out how to get this out of its package. They always package stuff like this really well. Oh, this one's not. So, looks like comes with this little air nozzle tip, which is OSHA compliant. Good thing, because all our farm stuff is OSHA compliant. This is gonna be so much easier on my hand. Okay, so we'll plug that in and let that build up some pressure because I don't think we're close enough where we can actually reach. That was kind of silly. The on-off switch doesn't work on that anymore, so I gotta change this first. So you just pull back on this easy coupler thing. In theory. And snap it out. This one, needs some sort of adapter. Well, maybe we can't do it with this one. So this is the one we had before. It does have an on-off, but it's this little button, and it's awfully hard on your thumb to run it like that. Maybe I can take this one out. Problem is, I don't have the metrics. It's 9/16, but we're gonna have to put it in the vise. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. There. Who would have thought? There. So I went and found a extension cord because I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously that wasn't going to work very well because it's going to use a lot of air to do that. So I would be walking back here to keep filling it up every 10 seconds. Alright, so we just finished the entire thing. I feel like white shirt was definitely a good choice for today. It looks really good. Not perfect, obviously, because it's not brand new, but a lot better and a lot safer. By the way, I think it should be noted that I did wear real shoes today, so... now we have to just grease the whole thing. So this, like all new balers, just has a grease bank. Has one on this side, one on that side. It's got one up there, so I've got to let down the tailgate, which I can just do while it's off. Alright, so it's got this one in here, which I have to run the air in there a little bit. I really like this thing. And then it does have some random ones, like there's one there. I feel like there's another one somewhere here. Don't know. I'll find it. But we used to use the hand pump on this, or the hand grease gun, but now we have an electric one that one of you guys gave us, which was a very nice gift because we use it all the time. So I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to put in. Probably not a lot. We grease it quite often, so. I didn't find any more snakes in here also, which is great because I hate them. This side didn't get cleaned off very well. Gonna do a few seconds per one. We already did the ones on the PTO shaft. Guess this side's done. back to change tips again. We have an extra one, but this one's leaking out around it. Not a lot, but enough. All done. Looks like I finished just in time. Brent is headed back right now, so got all the maintenance on this done. Now we just got to move it out of the way, and there's a nice pile of crap here, but once you mow over it a few times, that'll break down eventually, I guess. I got absolutely filthy. I have grease all over me, old grease, new grease, chaff. It's great, but that's why they make showers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know the drill. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already done that. All of those things really help us out a lot. Helps us reach more people, and more people getting to see farms and how things work is just never a bad thing. So keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you join us in the next video.